Hey guys, what's up? It's Spencer, and it's topic 2, week 2. How did you know you were transgender, and or did you decide to transition, or why did you decide to transition? Well, I just came out about, I would say, 5, 6 months ago. Um, to everyone, but I have been questioned for the past 2.5 years. Um, I pretty much watched the first documentary about it. I was watching a whole bunch of documentaries on Netflix, and that were like gay, lesbian, and this one was suggested by Netflix, and it was gender. It was about genderqueer people, and I watched it, and I was kind of like, whoa, you know, maybe this is who I am. It kind of clicked in my head. Like I feel like I can relate to him. Um, but then I did some more research. Went on YouTube. Well, more I would say I started out just googling a whole bunch of stuff, and then I met the first trans person that I knew was openly or open about being trans. I met him back in I think it was like October at a ex-girlfriend's house, and met him, and he was pre everything. Wasn't planning on doing any hormones or any surgery, and talked to him about it, and how he knew, and I kind of just, I guess, right then and there, not right then and there, but the next probably week, I really contemplated, and I said, this is for me, and I slowly mentioned it to my best friend while we were out to eat one night, and I said I wasn't sure, but I think this is what I want to do. And finally, I definitely decided that this was right for me, and that I wanted to transition, not just with pronouns and names. 'Cause some guys don't even go on hormones or anything like that and have surgeries. But I decided, that I think, not just that I think, I knew that this was right for me, that I needed to go on hormones, and that I needed to get surgery done before I'd probably kill myself from being so hateful and so hurtful to myself about my body, and that I didn't like it. I can say though, back when I was younger, I definitely had times where I was more into the boy things. I played football in 5th grade. I did a lot of the boy stuff. I always wanted to take after my brothers. Um, I always knew I was kind of different, but I mean, every kid, I guess, might think they're different when they're younger. But I came out when I was female identified as lesbian. It just does it didn't really complete, I guess, how I felt inside. It didn't feel right still. Um, I I basically just researched though for like 2.5 years. I don't know. I did as much research as I can to get as much information, because obviously it's a hormone. It's because I mean, I didn't think I could transition without the hormones and without the surgery. Because I don't think me transitioning solely on just a name change and you know the way people would question I guess my gender would have just made it harder on me. I mean, I definitely feel that I like being viewed as male, and I like being identified and associated with as male, and it makes me feel a lot better. It just feels right, rather than there's that he she kind of thing. Today was Easter, and happy Easter Day, whatever you want to call it, if you celebrate it or not. Today was my first experience where I actually went and associated myself with some other people. I went to my best friend's family get together, and I was known there as Spencer and as male, no questions, nothing. And it was really cool to me. It was really different going to a place rather than just in public. where people were actually talking to me and just, had no question. It wasn't a hard thing for them to grasp. It was just, oh, he's a boy, it's normal. Like, it wasn't, is there something different about him? Besides that, I was the only one there with like half-inch holes in my ears, and um, I had this necklace on, but I had it underneath my shirt. So obviously, a lot of people don't even know what the trans symbol looks like. So, but yeah, I definitely started questioning though, probably when I didn't even know what transgender was, or being transgender, or when I thought of anyone who was, transgender, I'd be thinking transsexual or transvestite, and I would think a male to female. I guess that just usually pops up in people's heads, and they kind of look at this what they think is a man cross-dressing, and in all reality, it's a trans female. It's just that's how she feels comfortable, and she's trying to make the steps, into how she feels comfortable. And I guess I hate our society because now that I am viewed as male and I am male identified, I get treated a lot better, and it's horrible, but it's the truth. And and it's sad, but I'm not doing it to try to get a step ahead people, or to take a step ahead of people, or try to further myself along in my future. I am trying to make myself feel comfortable in my skin, and not only my skin, but just to feel happy to be who I feel on the inside. I'm trying to match the outside, and that's what a lot of people don't get. They think that you're mutilating your body and blah blah blah. No, you're really not. You're trying to make yourself feel who you are on the inside, even though it may not fit into the gender norms of male and female. Some people don't even identify as either male or female. They'll be genderqueer, or they'll identify as genderqueer, and just they could be this this name this day, and this name this day, this pronoun this day, this pronoun the next day. It varies. Not everyone wants to have hormones, but they want to get surgery. And vice versa. Not all guys want to have top surgery, but they'll be on hormones, and some won't do either. It's just your preference. But I definitely would advise though is message a lot of guys who are openly trans on the internet are usually, I'm gonna speak for myself, and on the guys with the channel, is we are very open to questions as long as you're not rude. If you're questioning, I have a personal blog, and I have, I believe, my email, which is just my YouTube, my personal YouTube. You can also there, but it's definitely, it's a life or death thing for people, and I definitely think a lot of guys see it that way as well, as that it's life or death, that if they wouldn't have been able to transition, they would be dead. So I hope that helps. That's my story. I'm 1 month on T tomorrow, and I guess I'm still going strong, just trying to get everything back together, trying to get my name change and stuff and set, and keep it on a good road, and not try to veer off and get all sad and depressed, because I definitely know that I was there once, and it's not worth taking your life over. So if you guys have any questions, I'm sure all of us are up for answering them. Like I said, as long as you're not rude. I hope you guys have a good Easter, or just have a good Sunday and have a good week, and I will see you next week.